Did you know that you might have some habits that actually affect your weight? Maybe in a bad way. Well, that's what I'm here to talk about today. Are those habits that we've been having forever that might have a negative impact on our weight? So I'm Dr. A. I specialize in medical weight loss. And one of the things I talk to patients about is emotional eating, i.e., eating because of your emotions. And it's pretty common for people to do this, but there can be some consequences about unintended weight gain. So, a very common emotion that people will eat for is being happy. And I had a patient once who she wasn't one of my weight loss patients, but she had lost some weight. And you know what she did to celebrate? She went out and got a hot fudge sundae. So no, that defeats the purpose of what you're trying to do. But if you think about it, that's how we tend to celebrate. We tend to have food. So, for instance, the Buckeyes go out and beat Michigan. Yay! We go out for beer and pizza. Why? We weren't exercising. We don't need any calories, but that's how we tend to celebrate. So I encourage patients to find ways of celebrating without having food. For instance, I've had ladies where if they lose so many pounds, they're going to treat themselves to a mani-pedi. Or I've had patients who say, I'm going to treat myself to this new scarf or this dress to celebrate the success. So just recognizing that we tend to celebrate with food, but maybe sometimes it's wise to celebrate without eating. Another emotion where we tend to eat is when we're sad. We're sad or depressed, and boo hoo hoo, my nephew didn't make the football team and he's the best player that they have. Well, eating a bag of potato chips is not going to put him on the football team. The only thing that's going to change is our waistline. So we need to recognize that negative emotion of depression or sadness and find another way to deal with that. This particular habit I tend to blame on our parents. And what I mean by that is when you were young, if you slipped and skinned your knee, what your parents normally do? A lot of people, they might get a sucker, a lollipop, a cookie, something to put in their mouth to soothe that negative emotion of distress. As adults, we tend to put food in our mouth. There's adults who tend to put cigarettes in their mouth, something in the mouth to give some sense of satisfaction. And it's almost as if we are looking to nurse to get comfort. But as adults, obviously we can't do that. But by putting something in our mouth often gives a soothing benefit. So being mindful of those negative emotions and maybe not putting something in our mouth. So instead, if you're sad or depressed, I often suggest write it down. Dear diary, I'm upset. My nephew didn't make the football team and he's the best player they had. Or maybe call a friend. Can I vent for a little bit? I'm a little annoyed because XYZ happened, but that's a much healthier way to deal with the negative emotion of sadness and depression rather than just feeding it, which isn't going to fix the problem. And the only thing that's going to change is your waistline. Another emotion where people tend to eat is because of boredom, that they just sit there and have nothing better to do, and so they eat. And I've noticed with myself that if I am too close to the kitchen doing work, I will find myself gravitating to the kitchen to try to get food. So I'm very deliberate about not doing work near the kitchen because I've learned that about myself. But we get bored, and so we just start putting things in our mouth because we don't have anything better to do. I say, if you're really that bored, you can come clean my house. But but seriously, I encourage patients to find activities to deal with that boredom. So, for instance, I like to make seek and finds where you have the words hidden amongst the letters. And so you can make a project like that. And when you finish it, that's going to be a positive emotion of completion. You're going to feel good and you're going to have some closure, and that's a positive emotion. Then you can give it to someone else. So now you have the positive emotion of sewing into someone else. So both from making something and then giving it to someone else, two different positive emotions, which will be a great way to deal with boredom. So again, there's many emotions that we have that can cause us to eat even if we're not really hungry. And I encourage patients to be mindful of their emotions. And if they are eating, ask themselves, am I eating because I'm hungry, or am I eating for some other reason? So as I've said before, my name is Dr. A. I am a medical weight loss specialist. I've been doing so since 2009. And my goal is to enhance your health and wellness, to improve your quality of life, to help you look and feel your best on the inside and out. So if you or someone you know is looking to lose weight, we are taking new patients, and we'd be happy to partner with you on this journey. So you can give us a call if you're interested at 614 442-2600 or visit us at www.prohealthservices.org. We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel because we're posting weekly to give practical information to help you succeed on a weight loss journey or simply to have a healthier weight. So hope to see you soon. Bye for now.